Could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Rex Winslow. I'm a student at Southern Virginia University.
And could you talk about the research that you've done at the Marshall Foundation in the past?
So I was taking some history courses at Southern Virginia University, and Professor McDonald kind of helped us find the George C. Marshall Library, which has a lot of documents. And so I was researching a paper on a World War II operation, and came here and I spoke with the helpers at the desk, and they pointed me at the right direction, gave me some stuff to look at, and that was the first time I ever started doing any serious research, and it was a blast. I started reading through original documents and really liked what I found. It was a lot of fun.
Do you recall anything particularly in those documents that you were looking at that was really interesting?
Yeah, so I was looking at the Francis Pickens Miller papers, and he was in charge of a World War II operation, a covert operation, and in these papers that I was reading, he started complaining about his boss, sort of, with the Allies, and trying to work with them to get this operation off the ground, and his boss was sabotaging his work, and I thought that was stupid that a boss would sabotage his own employees' work when they're trying to win the war, and it just caught me so off guard. He said that his boss was interrupting his meetings. He was kind of rearranging his staff without his permission, and he caused so much trouble that Miller eventually just stopped trying to communicate with headquarters in Washington. And that was the point where I'm like, wow, this is unreal. Like, this is the story that I've never heard about the Allies in World War II and all that. Like, it was really kind of funny in a bad way. So that's what really kicked it off. And I'm like, what else is going on with this operation that I don't know about? And I just continued to do more and more research.
And can you talk a little bit more about how the work that you did here at the foundation to start your research, how that kind of helped shape your overall research paper?
It was the foundation of my paper. Like I said, that was one of the things, that story that I'd found here sparked my whole thesis and the rest of the direction I wanted to take it. And luckily enough, as I continued to do more and more research, more and more evidence came to support what I was trying to prove, I guess you could say. Kind of lucked out that way. So when I was appointed here, I was fortunate to stumble upon these documents and read them and enjoy them. And so that was the first exposure I had to any sources for my paper. There's few, if any, if almost none, secondary sources concerning my topic, and so it was pretty much all here at first, and I really enjoyed that. And then later I'd go try to find some other research elsewhere, but it all started here with the Miller papers.
And is there anything else you'd like to add just in general about your research experience at the foundation?
Like I had said before, I've never done research before like this until I got to college, and they had to start doing it, and it was just fun. I never thought I'd have so much fun looking at old pieces of paper. And what ended up happening is I continued this paper, and I went to the National Archives in Washington, D.C., and did some more extensive research there, and I saw other historians doing research on stuff, and I realized that I could do this many more times in my life, and I could go and try to find things I would like to research many more times in my life. And it was a really cool, eye-opening experience of just to history and how it really gets done and how we know about it.
Thanks.